ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादि भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। शिवाय नमः। ॐ शिवाय नमः। ॐ शिवाय नमः। ॐ शिवाय नमः। ॐ शिवाय नमः। The ritualistic cleansing of the mouth. Please take your Panchapartams and Abhineet in your hand. Place your hand in the Gokarna Mudra and Om Vidyadatvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Shivadatvam Shodhayami Svada. Wash your hands. Hands with an abhineet of water. With the tips of your right hand, index, middle, and ring fingers joined together, touch above the upper lip and below the lower lip. With the tips of your right hand, ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, right ear, left ear. Wash your hands, fingers joined together, touch the top of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and your right shoulder. Wash your hands with an abhineet of water. You will now be entering into the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. Please clasp your left hand with your right and place it on your right thigh. And as we chant the Sankalpa, hold the conscious visualization. Make the conscious resolution to the reality of Shiva. Whatever you want to manifest as reality, hold that in your inner space. See that it has already manifested. It has already Viritachayadvara Bhagavad-Sri Nithyananda Parameshiva Prityartham Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parameshiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Parameshiva Prityartham Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubharitau Purim Nithyananda Yoga Abhyasam Karishye Om Apaupaspishya. Nithyananda Yoga.
They are not to be taken as or used as a replacement for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.
We will now be entering into the first asana for today, the Yathasanishtasana. Your physical and mental space. Place one heel in front of your perineum and the other heel stacked on top. Maintain your steadily and create space through your chest as you sit calmly. Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, visualizing the heat flames raising up and along the spine. Maintain awareness of the heat and the drum. This japa will be rotating in your throat center throughout the sequence. Yathasanishtasana.
The next asana is Sama Asana, or the balance pose. So here you're on the ground and focus smooth, effortless breathing. Inhale deeply and exhale fully, extending the duration of each breath comfortably, flowing like a gentle river. Feel the support of the earth beneath you, carrying your weight while your body remains soft, stable, and flowing.
Your hands will be in the Bindu Mudra on your knees. Samasana. Idam Haradvaja Veeravajra Samanitu Asana Sada Kurya Sudhirghere Chapurakaihi. Placement of your hands, placing them palms down on your respective knees. Visualize your Guru's loving presence lifting oil and Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Muktasana. Niti Dishivilim Sukshman Dakshinetara Gulphataha.
Asana is Siddhasana. So here you'll continue to remain seated in a cross-legged position. Place the right heel, relax the shoulders, and rest the hands on the knees. Visualize yourself in perfect alignment, your spine erect and a luminous pillar of inner strength flowing through you. Contemplate steadiness and attained mastery and sacred completeness of perfected
Asana. Sthano Samyaditendriyo Chaladrisha Pashyan Bhuvo Mandalam Chaitan Moksha Kapata Veda Janakam. Continue to remain in the same position with your palms resting on your knees, facing downwards. Here you'll visualize yourself seated as an unmoving Samana Kumbhaka. Here you'll be performing the Mahamudra Bandha. You'll be performing all three bandhas, contracting the pelvic floor, tucking your chin into your chest, and drawing the abdomen inward and up. Vamapadati edi jano, sivani madita sukotano, dachapadati edi joi, medumadi lagave soi.
Mudra pose 2. So here you'll continue to remain seated in a cross-legged position and visualize yourself as Lord Rudra, luminous, holding infinite power with inward restraint. Here your hands will continue to remain in Bindu Mudra, hold the Samana Kumaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Your gaze will be towards your third eye.
रुद्रासनाद्वे वामचरण परिदक्षिण राखे एक जुगति ऐसे विधि राखे वाम पगतले माहिनी कोर दशके बारले वोरा. Your hands in the Bindu Mudra on your respective knees. Here, visualize yourself as a stream flowing steadily. Santadhanasana. Asana ki guna mana ki chanchalata amiche.
The next asana is Siddhasana Dve, or the perfect pose 2. So here you will continue to remain seated in a cross-legged position. Now cup your both hands together like a closed lotus, with your spine tall and your gaze forward. Visualize yourself as a throne, unyielding yet fluid. Envision subtle currents of energy ascending from the root into the brow, unifying clarity and depth. Hold the Sambhuta Mudra, which is cupping both hands together, Samana Kumaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Siddhasanadve ऋजुकाय समासीना सिद्धासनमुदीरितं प्रसार्य भुवि पादौ तु दोभ्यामङ्गुष्टमादरात्. The next asana is Bandha Yoni Asana. Sitting cross-legged with one heel lifted onto the other, we'll be closing all of our five senses. So close your ears with your thumbs, your eyes with your index finger, your nostrils with your middle finger. The ring finger will be placed on top of the upper stillness. Slowly inhale as you close all your five senses. Visualize the sacred womb as a sealed sanctuary, holding the vastness of creation within. Hold the Shanmukhi Mudra, which is controlling the breath and forcing the apana air upwards, while softly muttering the pranava. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka, hold the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bandhano yat kritva kecharo bhutva vichiredishvaro yatha kritva yonyasanam natha lingo yadav ivandanam mukhana मुखानासनात् नेत्रं निष्टाभ्याम् अनाभ्यां च नासिके.
Next asana is Virasana, or the hero pose. So here you continue to remain seated in a cross-legged position and keep your spine tall and shoulders relaxed. Your hands will be in the Bindu Mudra. Now visualize yourself as a fearless warrior, kneeling with ease, burning with inner resolve, and envision energy flowing upwards like a flame, steady and unwavering. Contemplate courage and humility joined, embodying strength that bows before wisdom. Hold the Bindu Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Virasana. Ekam padamathekasmin. The next asana is Valmikasana. Continuing to remain in a cross-legged position with the left heel placed of beside the right of the genitals and the right heel in the left hollow. Keep your palms on your knees in the Bindu Mudra. Visualize yourself knotted in oneness, each fold binding distractions into stillness. Hold the Bindu Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, with the Bhrumadhya Drishti. Dava Pagati Pagatali Puni Eri Hai Joya, Hanadi Shimedra, Dachina Ani, Lagave Soya, Dachabadati Eri Joyi, Bai Nani Lagave Soyi.
Next asana is Yoni Mudrasana, or the womb seal pose. So here you'll continue to remain seated in a cross-legged position. Keep your spine elongated and your chest broad, and your palms resting on your knees. Visualize yourself as a luminous lotus womb, closing around, resting serene inside of your being, awaiting emergence. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Saman Kumaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramasivoham.
Yoni Mudrasana. अथ योनिमुद्रासना वामपादकी पगतविजाहि माहि कोर तोनीतान धारे वैसे उलट बावजमोरी. The next asana is Yonyasana. Continue to remain closed in the Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nilam Tatta Kalpalata तत्कालफलवन्तावत् केचरो यावदेव हि पादयोगेन चक्रस्य लिङ्गाग्रं यो नियोजयेत् अन्यत् पादमरो दत्त्वा तत्र योन्यासनं भवेत्.
The next asana is Bhadrasana Trini, auspicious posture. So here you will be in a cross-legged position and place your heels directly. So your legs will not be crossed, your feet will be facing each other, and hold your feet firmly with the both hands while remaining perfectly still. Your shoulders relaxed and let the breath settle without forcing the knees down on the ground. Visualize yourself as the seat of auspicious foundation, spreading blessings in all directions. Contemplate seated presence as pure benediction, aligning you with the current of favorable destiny. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Samanakumaka Uddiyana Bandha, which is drawing the abdomen inward towards the spine and then lifting it upward. Keep the gaze on your nose and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham.
Bhadrasana. Gulphau च वृषणस्यादः शिवन्या पार्श्वयो क्षिपेत् सव्यगुल्फे तथा सव्ये दक्षगुल्फे दक्षिणे. The next asana is Aghorasana. Continue to remain in Bhadrasana with the soles of your feet together near the perineum. Here you'll be performing rapid bellow breathing. So fix your gaze between your eyebrows, relax your breath, and so here you'll be closing your right nostril with your right thumb to inhale fully through the left nostril. Hold the breath inside and then slowly exhale through the right nostril, reversing the nostrils, beginning on the opposite side once you're done. Here and here you'll be performing. This is the Abhyantra Kumbhaka intensity. Hold the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Aghorasana. पूर्वक हो भस्त्रिक जोई वाही विधियो कीजिए सोई तब अंगुरी मुखा बाहर आने मुख को भुनि संपुट करिकाने.
The next asana is Kaneri Pavasana, or the evergreen tree pose. Heels spread apart. Place your elbows right down in the space between your heels and gently cup your chin in your hands. Keep your back straight, open your chest, and relax your floor. Visualize yourself as eternal evergreen tree rooted deeply in the earth, limbs swaying but unbroken. Contemplate resilience, longevity, and graceful endurance like an evergreen that withstands every season. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Rechika Kumbhaka, which is exhaling fully and holding the breath out without inhaling while remaining steady and aware. Uddiyana Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Your gaze will be at your nose, towards your nose.
Kaneri Pavasana. आसना ग्वाली पव आसना कल्प्यो है जैसे याहू में जाने विदिते से गऊ गल खमाहिल जानो और एरी बीच काहू नीतानो. So now sit with your knees raised and feet flat and thread your arms inside your calves as you wrap them around your shins. Interlace your fingers in front of your navel center and balance slightly behind on your sitting bones, keeping your spine tall and breath steady, and then gently and visualize yourself seated as supreme stillness beyond fluctuation, vast and undivided. Your hands will be interlaced through your calves and your hands will be placed in front of your calves. So you'll be bringing your hands to the front. Parishamudra, Rechika Kumbhaka. Exhale fully and hold the breath out without inhaling while remaining steady and aware. Perform the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Parasana. अथ परासना प्रथममाहिनी जङ्गजुदौ तनिकारी कादभुजासौ गोदातरि करिबाहृताने उलितामोदि जङ्गपरिताने.
Next asana is Gopi Chandasana or King Gopi Chand's pose. So here you'll sit drawing the feet together near the chest. Place the big toes towards the throat. Heels at upper chest and interlace the fingers to support. Rest your chin lightly and gaze towards the nose. Keep the spine upright and chest open. Then release the feet forward with ease. Visualize yourself as King Gopichan in yogic renunciation, royal yet surrendered. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechaka Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham while keeping the gaze at your nose.
Gopi Chandasana. पूरमवदि पगाका अमृता कंटकूपरासे येरि हृद लगावे कांकसी एड्या अगुली परिरासे दृष्टि नासा अग्र आसन कौगन इदि पिंगला की पवन तंब जालंधर बंदलागे. The next asana is Udarasana. So now sit with the soles of your feet pressed together and your knees wide towards your chest, keeping your spine tall and chin lowered. Your shoulders will be relaxed. Envision energy spiraling at the navel center. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechika Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Udarasana. Samadharave Chubutani Chetan Lagave.
Next asana is Vishishtasana or the special pose. So here you'll sit with your feet together, arms under the thigh, and lift the feet upwards towards the chest and press them lightly towards the forehead. Interlace the hands to secure spine upright position. Visualize yourself seated in uniqueness, neither bound nor common. Contemplate the gift of singular presence, the power of being fully awake in your own unrepeatable form. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechaka Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Keep your gaze straight.
विशिष्टासना. दो पग तली जोड़ी संपुट करे हाथ दो पग बीचे आने तल करी बारे या कोहन्य मांगी समधिराशे. The next asana is Bhujasana. Over and behind your shoulder. Thread your arms underneath your thighs and clasp your hands together behind the base of your neck to hold yourself steady. Here, visualize your body upheld by shoulders like pillars, strong and steady guardians. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechika Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhujasana. शिरसाप्तविज्ञेयं कक्षासनमतः परं ग्रीवासनं च परमं भुजासनमिहुच्यते.
Next asana is Kalyanasana or the beneficial pose. So here you'll be seated, balance and bring your hands between the feet and under the knees. Then wrap the arms securely around the bent calves behind your back. Legs on top of the shoulders. Establish firm crow-like hold with feet at the base. Crow-like hold with feet at base. Gaze softly towards the nose and maintain a steady breath. Visualize each breath unfolding as a blessing, filling you with luminous benefit. Contemplate goodness. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Kalyanasana. दो हाथ पगम बीचे आने तिनको गोद नीचे ठाने तुहरी पाखिल्य बाहुल्यावे पुनः युक्ति ऐसे ठहरावे. The next asana is Sankatasana. Now begin kneeling and place your left heel beneath your perineum and cross your right foot over your left with your heel near the hip. So you'll be kneeling on one heel and crossing the other one on top. Rest your palms on your opposite knees with your spine upright, chest lifted, and shoulders soft. Visualize yourself entering the narrow strait of hardship, where pressure surrounds yet does not destroy. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra with the inner focus and outer vision, free from blinking or opening the eyes. Hold the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath slowly in through the nostrils, producing the sound of the ocean. Perform the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sankatasana. वामपादं चितेर्मूलं सन्न्यासधारिणी तले पाददण्डेन याम्येन वेष्टयेद्वामपादकं जानयुग्मे करयुग्ममेतत् सङ्कटासनम्.
Next asana is Dhenukasana, or the dairy cow pose. So here you'll sit seated with the knees folded, slide the left heel back by the right hips, cross the right knee directly over the left, and keep the feet tucked close. Place the hands gently on the knees and spine tall, chest broad, and shoulders at ease. Visualize yourself as a generous cow, nourishing, calm, and embodying abundance. Contemplate gentleness, patience, and steady giving as virtues of your form. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, which is with inner focus and outer vision, free from blinking or opening the eyes.
That is the technical bit. So we'll now be continuing on with Dhenukasana. Dhenukasana.
Seated, with your right foot placed on your left thigh and your left foot resting across the right knee. So you'll be sitting in Padmasana. Reach the left hand behind your back to hold the right thigh and bring the right hand across the left side to twist. Keep the spine elongated, chest open, gaze steady, and then unwind gracefully. Visualize yourself as Sage Matsyendra, transformative power. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra with inner focus, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Marchandrasana. Vamajanga Vamahasta Prishtharishi Ane. Is Marchandrasana. right foot on your left thigh and your left foot on your right knee, and slowly untwist and grasp your big toes in the prana mudra. Now fold your torso forward with a steady exhale. Your forehead will be easing towards the mat. So you will be holding on to your respective toes. Unfathomable depth in the turning inward. Envision the body spiral into still wisdom. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Matsendra Asanadve, Matsyendra Asana Prathama Jimana Charana Jujoyi, Vavajanga Prirake Soyi, Taki Eri, Kati Chalave, Bahri Yukta Yahor Karave.
Maintain the same posture and join both hands together atop the upper knee. Spine upright, chest lifted, shoulders soft, and gaze gently. Visualize yourself as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan, unshakable trust in the Guru, who removes obstacles by bestowing pure wisdom and freedom. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumaka, Maha Mudra Bandha, which is contracting the pelvic floor, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham while you gaze straight.
Guru Asana. ऊरुमूलेतरपादस्य वासनं भवति. The next is Sankatasana, repeat it on the other side. Rest your palms on the opposite knee. Visualize yourself entering into the narrow strait of hardship where pressure surrounds yet does not destroy. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka. Padadandena yam yena vesayed vamapadakam jala yugmekar yugmametat Sankatasanam.
Here you'll sit folding the knees inward, slide the right heel backward towards the left hip, stack the left knee directly on the right. Feet tucked beside the hip, rest the palms onto the top knee with your spine long and your chest broad. Visualize yourself moving with as the virtues of your form. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham.
Dhenukasana. Savyangri kundalam prishte vamaniveshaye. Vamanvi kundalam cha eva dakshina. Sit with your left foot placed on your right thigh and your right foot on the right thigh and chest lifted. Visualize yourself as sage. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka. Pari Dachina Thane, Vamahasta Prishta Dishi Ane, Vahuro Dachina Pada Hejoyi, Taki Nani Vipakare Soyi.
Seated on the other side. So here you'll be seated. Reach your hands and grasp your big toes, thighs, and your spine rounded gently. Hold the embodying unfathomable depth in of the yogi's seat of power. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham.
Matsendra Asanadve, Matsendra Asana Prathama Jimana Charana Jogi, Vamajanga Prera Kvesoyi, Tagi Edi Kari Solave, Bahuri Yahar Karave. The next asana is Guru Asana. So remaining in the same position, you'll be interlacing and closing your that dissolves every shade of darkness within and around you. Hold the Vaishnavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, Mahamudra Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Guru Asana. ऊरुमूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिकप्रदेशे गुल्फं संस्थाप्य तदेव जानुतिरपादपार्श्वे संस्थाप्य तिष्ठेत् हस्तौ सम्मिल्लयेत् गुरुआसनं भवति.
Seated with your feet flat on the floor, your knees bent close to your chest and your arms wrapping around to clasp the opposite knees. Now keep your spine upright and your chest broad, crown lifted, shoulders relaxed, and breath neutral. Hold the visualization of yourself as a feathered animal in Pashvasana, yet inwardly free. Contemplate the paradox where binding awakens release, embodying patience, humility, and unshakable endurance within the body's full form. Hold the Kechari Mudra, which is fixing your gaze between the eyebrows, and relax the breath. Then gently turn the tongue backward into the hollow behind the soft palate and hold it comfortably without strain, maintaining steady awareness. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parmeshwara.
Vashvasana. पादतले भूमौ निधाय जानुनिवरसि निधाय विपरीतहस्ताभ्याम् उरुसहितजङ्गे निमज्य तिष्ठेत् वश्वासनं भवति. The next asana is Bodhishokkasana. Sit grounded with your feet flat, knees bent towards your chest, and wrap your arms around your shins to clasp onto the opposite wrist. Draw your chin inward as you broaden the upper back and spine curve. Here, visualize a conscious awakening manifesting within, taking you beyond sorrow. Hold the Kechari Mudra, placing the gaze between your eyebrows. Relax the breath as you gently turn the tongue backwards into the hollow. Perform the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, hold the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Bodhishokkasana. दऊ पगतली भूपरि धरे कोरमाहिली ऐसे करे कोरमिले सुदबेसे गंगचाति अग्निवेसे.
So here you'll be seated on the ground with your feet firmly flat on the ground. Slide the arms beneath the knees, clasp opposite elbows under the thighs for locked hold. Your spine to be kept upright, your chest broad and gaze forward softly. With the first light of dawn embodying innocence, vitality, and uniform strength. Contemplate vigilance and courage growing within, manifesting the fearless spark of awakening that protects and illumines all. Hold the Kechari Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham.
कुरुकटासना. दऊ हाथ मग बाहर लियावे गोदनी चेले ठहरावे आम हम साम हम ऐसे करे आपस में को हानि पकड़े. The next asana is Sumati Asana. So remaining in the same position, you'll be crossing your ankles over here, bringing the right foot over the left so your heels cross. Your toes will be pointing up. Visualize yourself as noble wisdom personified, unwavering and luminous. Hold the Kechari Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramasivoham. Sumati Asana. मूलद्वार धरती परिताने दावा पद परि दच पद आने दऊ एडिते तेथे ऐसे आदो वे राखो तेसे हरजी फना जुगामचू.
The next asana is Dandasana or the staff pose. So here you'll be seated with your legs extended straight, your heels together, and lift your arms overhead, interlacing the fingers, and press the palms upward, keeping the spine long, chest broad, and chin slightly tucked in. Gaze on your nose. Visualize yourself as a staff, straight and steady, unyielding, and envision the body as a radiant rod of light. Hold the Kechari Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, Mahamudra Bandha, and chant
अभ्यासौर्य भालभो सुख प्रसवलाभार्य प्रोच्यते प्राप्त नेपथ्ये दण्ड पद्म भरद्वाजा वीरवज्र समाहितो आसनानि सदा कुर्यात् सुदीर्घे च पूर्वं दस्या भ्रष्टतानि इति गच्छते. The next asana is Arambhasana. So from Dandasana, hinge with your torso in a forward fold. As you steadily bring your chest towards the thighs, your forehead towards your knees, hold onto your big toes with your fingers. Visualize yourself as a dawn breaking, embodying beginning, filled with possibility. Hold the prana mudra, nadi shodhana kumbhaka. So you'll be alternately closing one nostril with your fingers, inhaling through the other. Perform the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramasivoham. Arambhasana. दऊ पग मिल पसारी पगा का मुझा पगरे नलात गोद लगावे.
The next asana is Bhidokasana or the breaking pose. So here you'll sit with your legs extended, space heels hands width apart. Now draw the arms forward to clasp the feet firmly and lift the chest and lengthen the spine. Elbows bent slightly. Keep the breath steady. Gaze soft and avoid collapsing the torso as your nature, where disruption becomes transformation and struggle yields freedom. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham.
Bhidokasana. Prathama base दऊ पाव पसारी कुचक ऊर्जको सुरदार एरी मामादि अंतरो राखे मुद्रहात प्रमाण सुराखे. The next asana is Jalandhari Pavana. Visualize yourself as a master of inner words, embodying control over the breath and sound. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mulabandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jalandhari Punichibaka Mukhasi Digabu Paridhare Purido Pavanamahe Amham Samham Ado Vahe.
The next asana is Urdhva Paschimottanasana, or the upward forward fold. So here you'll sit with your legs extended. Now place one foot carefully behind the neck. Then fold the torso forward in a deep-seated stretch. Keep your chest wide, spine long, and palms on the floor for steadiness. Visualize yourself as a bow drawn fully open, embodying compassion and resilience and luminous strength. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Urdhva Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana Sabati. The next asana, you'll be coming down to a lying down position, lying flat on your back. Keep your body aligned, shoulders relaxed, and your one hand will be the opposite hand will be holding onto the foot tucked behind the neck as the other hand is resting on your thigh. Visualize yourself as the endless sky, embodying infinity without boundaries. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anantasana. उत्तानशयनम् एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायं विन्यस्य इतरहस्तेन पादाभ्यं स्थित्वा इतरपादमुष्टिविकृतिष्ठेत् अनन्तासनं भवति.
The next asana is Ankushasana.
So from Anantasana, just turn onto your side. You'll be resting on your side.
Visualize yourself as Ankusha, a small yet commanding guiding stick for an elephant of immense strength. Contemplate mastery over the senses, directing energy with refined control, embodying Ganesha's wisdom of the subtle art of guidance. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Ankushasana. उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवालं कुर्वन् इतरहस्तेन कर्ममूले स्थापयेत् तस्यैव हस्तस्य पूर्वं भूमौ निधाय इतरहस्तपादौ सन्निकृत्य अंकुशासनं भवति. Next asana is Drisasana. So now you can relax, bringing your leg out and lie flat on your back as you hug your knees towards your chest. Clasp your shins with both your hands and gently rock left to right to massage your spine. Visualize yourself as this sphere, embodying clarity that pierces beyond forms. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahaja Kumbhaka Mulabandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshwaraham. Drishasana. उद्दानशयनं जाननि हृदये अवस्तम्य दण्डसहित ऊर्मीकरध्वजे भद्रसव्यपस्तव्यम्
Paschimottanasana, the upward back stretch. Repeated on the other side. So here you'll be placing the foot behind the neck and bending forward. Visualize yourself as a river flowing upward, embodying reversal of ordinary currents, and contemplate steadfast discipline, the joy of ascent, and the strength found in transformation through effort. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Urdhva Paschimottanasana. पश्चिमोत्तानवत् संस्थितं कृत्वा एकं पादं ग्रीवालं. The next asana is Anantasana, repeated on the other side. So lie supine with both your arms extended and lift one leg carefully behind your neck. Hold the foot gently with your opposite hand, keeping your body aligned. Visualize yourself as as infinity reclined, embodying limitless space from within. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Pratyahara Kumbhaka with all the senses inward. Anantasana. उत्तानशयनम् एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायं विन्यस्य इतरहस्तेन पादाभ्यं नीत्वा इतरपावमुष्टिलिप्युत्य तिष्ठेत् अनन्तासनं.
The next asana is Ankushasana, Pashvantari, or the elephant good pose, repeated on the other side. So rest your spine supported by the elbow and lift one leg towards the head. Grasp the foot gently with opposite hand. Extend other leg straight and body aligned. Ears soft, shoulders open. Visualize yourself as the elephant god, embodying divine direction and firmness. Contemplate discipline and resolve and higher guidance, steering every motion into luminous truth. Embodying steadiness that cannot be diluted. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham.
अंकुशासना उत्तानशैत एकैकं पादं द्विवारं कुर्वन् पितरहस्तेन कर्णमूले स्थापयेत् तस्यैव हस्तस्य पूर्वरं भूमौ निधाय पितरहस्तपादौ सलिलीकृत्य तिष्ठेत् अंकुशासनं भवति. The next asana is Yoga Nidrasana. Draw your feet behind the head as you wrap your arms around the back to clasp onto your hands. So here both of your feet will be tucked behind your neck. Your arms will be wrapped around the back. Visualize yourself in a yogic sleep, embodying serene awareness and resting yet awake. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Yoga Nidrasana. पादाभ्यां वेष्टयेत् कण्ठं हस्ताभ्यां पृष्ठबन्धनं तन्मध्ये शयनं कुर्यात् योगनिद्रसुखप्रदा.
The next asana is Admaramasana, or the self-joy pose. Here you lie on your back, lifting your leg towards the head, cross your arms, cross arms like scissors and clasp them behind the neck. Expand the shoulders calmly and avoid pulling the legs harshly. Now visualize yourself as a delighting, embodying contentment born within. Contemplate freedom from striving, resting in wealth of inner bliss, manifesting the rapture of self alone. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Keep the gaze
कृत्वा पादौ मूर्ध्नि समाहरेत् हस्तद्वयं सम्प्रोष्य कृत्वा ग्रीवां सगेन्यसेत्. And your feet skyward. Extend your arms wide along your mat, pressing your palms down. And now, with your chest open and your gaze upward between your knees. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Kochikasana. कोचिकासनमे तद्धि सर्वव्याधिनिवासनम् उत्तानभ्ययनं कृत्वा जाननी गगनेन ये हस्तौ प्रसार्य भूमौ च तिष्ठेत् रमासना.
Next asana is Jathara Parivritti, or the belly twist. So here you'll be lying supine, hugging both knees into the chest, arms stretched wide, lower right knee. So you lower the right knee across the body while the left extends. Head turning left and shoulders anchored. Breathe air chains and refines within. Contemplate transformation, resilience, and luminous power rising from the Manipurna, embodying fearless vitality.
जठरि परिवृत्तिः परिवृत्ति कुक्षि भागे ददाहि परिकीर्तितः भद्रकोणं सुप्त down will also come to the side and you'll be folding both of your knees. So your legs will be in a 90-degree angle on your side. जठरि परिवृत्ति तु कुक्षि भागे ददाहि परिकीर्तितः भद्रकोणं सुप्तकोणम् ऊर्ध्वकोणमथापि च.
Your knees.
So from here, just extend both of your legs out to the side and hold on to your toes. परिवृत्ति कुक्षि भागे ददाहि परिकीर्तितः भद्रकोणं सुप्तकोणम् ऊर्ध्वकोणमथापि च. Now we'll be repeating this sequence on the other side, beginning with Jatari Parivritti 1. So lie comfortably on your back with your knees Bend in, lower your left knee across to the right and extend the right leg long. परिवृत्ति कुक्षि भागे विदाहि परिकेतितः बद्धकोणं सुप्तकोणम् ऊर्ध्वकोणमतापि च. Bring both of your legs to your side, bending them in a 90-degree angle. And Jatiti Parivritti Dve. Parivritti Kukshi Bhage Tridahi Parivritti Kukshi Bhage Tridahi Parikirtitaha Bhadrakonam Suptakonam Urdhakonamata Apicha.
Pitam. This is a 2-foot seat. So here you'll be lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet hip wide apart. Now reach your arms to hold the ankle and press into the feet, lifting the hips high, chest open. Keep the shoulders rounded and chin soft towards the chest. Breathe calmly and visualize yourself as a radiant bridge, rooted through the feet. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Dvipadapitam Pratikriyavitam Dvandvapitam Sarvapalapradam Dardhininam Durlabalam Namiti Gargi Jagadano. The next asana is Paryankasana.
So here you'll lie supine with your knees bent, feet pressing the mat, and place your hands behind your ears. Now bend your elbows and your fingers towards the feet. Press the palms and soles, lifting the chest and hip upwards, your arms strong and chest broad. Visualize yourself as a stone couch, unmoving, timeless and steady, and contemplate endurance and unshakable calm. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyara Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paryankasana. उत्तानशैलं मुक्ततलाभ्यां भूमिर्भवस्तभ्य पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा नाभिप्रदेशम् ऊर्ध्वं कुर्यात् पर्यङ्कासनं भवति.
The next asana is Kotana Asana, or the canine roll pose. So
now lie flat, hugging your knees to your chest with your palms on your shoulders. Your elbows will be wide and roll your body gently side to side, massaging the spine as your hips circle smoothly. Visualize yourself as a playful dog rolling freely on the ground. Open interest and unguided joy. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahajakumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shwotanasana. शववच्छरीरं संस्थाप्य जानुनी सम्मिल्य नाभो नीय हस्ताभ्यां कन्दरं भद्वा भामयेत् श्वोत्तानं भवति.
the next asana is Viparita Karani, or the inverted action. So here you'll be lying back, lifting the hips and legs vertical. Support the lower back with the palms if needed, and your elbows and hands extended on the ground. Move the legs in gentle circles slowly, body steady on the shoulders, and visualize your feet reaching skywards, grounded in stillness. Contemplate steadiness, rejuvenate. For the Shambhavi Mudra, Mucha Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
विपरीतकरणी विपरीतकृतश्चेषा सर्वतन्त्रेषु गोपिता. The next asana is Viparita Karani Dve. Remain in the same position. Here, instead of moving your legs in circles, you'll be keeping them steady raised up. Your hands will be placed on the ground. Here, see your feet reaching skyward, crown grounded in stillness, drawing the apana upwards towards the head to unite with the prana. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Murcha Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Viparita Karani Dve. करणी विपरीताख्य सर्वदिव्यादिनाशिनी नित्यमभ्यासयुक्तस्य जातराग्निविवर्धिनी.
The next asana is Langalaksana, or the flow pose. So here you'll be lying on your back with your chin tucked and lift your hips upwards. Extend the leg overhead so that the feet are touching on the ground behind your head. Keep your arms stretched long and your fingers interlaced, shoulders grounded and spine long. Breathe deeply, and visualize your legs extended. Concentrate grounded strength, the fingers crossed wide and holding them firmly. Mudra Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply through the nose, then locking the chin to the chest, and Jalandhara Bandha. Hold the breath and then Paramashivoham.
Langalasana. ग्रीवकण्ठेन भूमिं विस्तम्भपादद्वयम् ऊर्ध्वमुन्नयेत् नरकासनं भवति नरकासने स्थित्वा ग्रीवप्रदेशेन भूमिं कर्षयेत् लङ्गलासनं भवति. The next asana is Shaita Paschimottanasana. This is the towards your chest. Your toes will be reaching on the floor behind your head. Extend your arms and grasp onto your toes as your arms straighten. Your hips will be stacked on top of your shoulders. Visualize yourself as a river flowing westward, surrendering to the earth's embrace. Hold the Stanam Saitva Kurvita Shaita Paschimottanakam.
The next asana is Supta Konasana, or the supine angle pose. So here you lie supine, lifting both legs over the head until the toe touches the floor behind your head, similar to the previous asana. Now widen the legs apart and gently grasp the toes forward. Hips stacked steady mountains, limb extended outward. Embody, contemplate stability, openness, and expansive calm, embodying patience, strength, and grounded awareness. Paramashivoham.
Supta Konasana. Parivritti Kupshi Bhage Dvidahi Parikirtitaha. The wheel pose. So now, lying on your back with your legs lifted over your head, your toes will be touching the floor. And here you will be reaching your arms backwards, holding your ankles. Roll gently onto your upper back with your chest lifted and breath calm. Visualize your body as a luminous wheel, radiating energy in all directions. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Murchu Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chakrasana. शवासनस्थौ द्वौ पादौ कुर्यात्मस्तकतत्परौ विक्रमेण तथा शीघ्रम् एतत्तद्वत्ति साधनम् चक्रासने गुल्मप्लीह वातरोगविनाशनम्.
The next asana is Supta Prasharita Pandan Gushtan.
Padangushthasana.
So here you'll be lying on your back. Now raise the both legs vertically and grip the big toes with the fingers. Spread the legs wide into a V position and keep the chest open, shoulders anchored, and breath smooth. In a V position. Visualize your legs stretching outwards like vast steady rivers reaching towards Prana Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Supta Prasarita Padangushthasana. उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च भरीचिं वीरभद्रकं तदराजं त्रिकोणं धृताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Asana, Pandangushtasana. So here you'll be lying on your back, your legs raised vertically and grip the big toes firmly mat and your chest broad. Visualize your legs extended and contemplate steadiness, surrender, and quiet strength, embodying patient alignment in a calm and the subtle expansion of awareness to the body. Hold the prana mudra ujjayi kumbhaka mula bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
तदराजं त्रिकोणं धृताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे. The next asana is Matsyasana, the fish pose. Now lie back in Padmasana with your legs folded tightly and extend your arms over your head, clasping onto your opposite elbows. Visualize yourself as Matsya, the divine fish of Vishnu, gliding with luminous awareness through the cosmic waters. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mola Bandha, Karipati Mudra Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshwaroham. Matsyasana. Mukta Padmasanam Kritva Uttanashayanam Charet Urparabhyam Shiro Veshya Matsyasanam Tu Rogaha.
The next asana is Parasaramanasana. Parasaramasana. Sage Parasharama. Serene and vigilant. Contemplate steadfastness, dharma, and noble clarity. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshwaroham.
Parashuramasana. Parashurama Prasadena Pruktamasanamuttama Padmasanam Samsthapya Uttanam Sayanam Charet Hastadvayam Prasadyat Yatha Dakshinam Vamaha Istake. The next asana is Sarvang. So you'll be supporting your hips with your palms with your elbows grounded. Lift your hips off the ground. So you can either lift your hips off and then bring them into Padmasana, or lying down in Padmasana, you can lift them up, whichever is easier. Your your hips will be stacked vertically on top of your shoulders, with your chin to your chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Visualize your body Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Sarvangasana. अथ वक्ष्ये अत्र संक्षेपात् सर्वाङ्गासनमुत्तमं यत्कृत्वा योगनिपुनो विद्याभिपण्डितो यथा.
The next asana is Vrikshikasana, or the scorpion pose. So here you'll be lying on your back and head slightly raised, feet pressing skywards, crossed into a knot. Your arms extend overhead and your fingers bent like a scorpion's mouth. Your chin should be resting in the bust, and contemplate unwavering vigilance, precise control, and resilient strength to endure any challenge, thriving under pressure like the patient scorpion. For the Shambhavi Mudra, Murcha Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshwaroham.
वृश्चिकासना. वृश्चिकासनमेतद्दीनागनाटेन भासितम् उत्तानशैलं कृत्वा पादौ गगने मुञ्चति हस्तौ शिरसि संस्थाप्य वृश्चिकस्य मुखं यथा. The next asana is Vrishchikasana repeated on the other side. प्रथम शैल चूर्णो शीर्ष केशके संभिषुराके कचो शीर्ष उर्ध करिराके.
The next asana is Vrishapada Shepa Asana, or the bull kicking pose. So here you'll be lying on your back with your knees bent, fingers interlacing behind the head, and extend one leg straight. Draw the other knee in and alternate side to side smoothly. Keep your shoulders relaxed and spine grounded. So this is a dynamic asana. Visualize yourself as a mighty bull. Hold the Parishu Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, which is inhaling deeply through the nose. Hold the breath comfortably, then release through the nose. Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda.
भद्वा उर्वरो मिलित्वा नितम्बेन भून् दृष्ट्वा एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकैकेन पादेन सव्यलक्षणं भ्रामयित्वा वृषपादक्षेप भवति. The next asana is Marottanasana. So now lie in the supine position and lift your knees as you alternatively towards each ear, resting your hands beside your hips for support. You'll be lifting one knee towards your respective ear. Visualize your spine as a strong, flexible pillar, fully extending with controlled power. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahajikumbhakam. Sotta Krippa Janutayam Paryagina Karnayotam Viset Marotanam Bhavati.
The next asana is flat supine. Press the soles into the ground and bend your knees upwards and use the strength in the feet and the core to rise smoothly upright and keep your chest lifted, spine tall and poised, senses tuned to every movement. Contemplate resilience, strategic focus, and unwavering courage, embodying the endurance, loyalty, and vigilance of a wolf in every breath. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant.
पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं वित्त्वा उत्तिष्ठेत् विकासनं भवति. The next asana is Lutasana, the dynamic legs over your head until your feet pass your skull and touch the floor. Roll your torso forward into a into a prone position and then roll back into a supine position and continue to flow in these rolls rhythmically.
Here you'll be flushing through every joint and muscle while coordinating movement with precision and ease. Contemplate seamless flow. Hold the
Lukhasana. उत्तानशयनं पादौ शिर उल्लङ्घ्य भूमौ स्थापयित्वा निव्जं भूत्वा निव्जं शयनं पृष्ठभूमौ निधाय पुनः पुनः पर्ययेन कर्तव्यं दुःखासनं भवति.
relax. So the next asana this is Saratasana or the chariot pose. So here you'll be lying on your stomach with your chest broad and your palms pressing besides the shoulders. Now straighten the arms strongly and lifting the torso like a staff. Press the lips gently, producing a flute-like exhale, and keep your chest open. Visualize yourself as a mighty chariot, carrying warriors with unwavering strength and stability. Contemplate on courage, endurance, and steadfastness. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sarata Kumbhaka, which is contracting the lips as if whistling to produce a flute-like sound, and the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gaze straight.
Karatasana. Nivjashayనం कृत्वा नाभिं भूमौ. The next asana is Deha Ulanganasana. This is the threshold crossing pose. So now from Saratasana, come to a high plank position. Placing your hands on the ground underneath your shoulders. And now hop your legs forward near your arms and then back again. Keep your elbows steady, your core firm, and your spine aligned. Land it lightly into a plank and repeat this rhythmically. You'll be jumping both of your legs at the same time next to your arms and back. Visualize yourself expanding beyond your body and mind. So you'll not be jumping into a downward dog position, but into a plank position, into a straight plank position. Dehalyullanganasana. हस्तद्वयं भद्वा तन्मध्ये चरणद्वयम् उद्दाने एव बहिर्आनीय अतं नये देहल्यु.
Here you'll stand tall with your feet folded. Here you'll stand tall and fold forward, placing the palms flat. Walk the feet back into a plank, then forward again in a rhythm, repeating as steps. Visualize your mind as a luminous witness, assessing memories across lifetimes. Contemplate insight, continuity, and receptivity, embodying deep knowledge and awareness.
जात्यासना. अथ जात्यासनं वक्ष्ये येन जातस्मिरो भवेत् हस्ताङ्घ्रि भूमौ च गमनागमनं तथा. We'll now be entering into a karana, the Lolita karana. So come to a standing position and bend your legs into the Arimandi position. Your feet together and your legs bent out towards either side. You'll be coming to half of your original height. Now bring your hands, extend your hands out on either side and slowly bend your back slightly backwards as you alternate each hand. So your palms will originally be facing in the Lolita Karana.
The next asana is Sarpasana or the serpent pose. So here you'll stand tall with your ankles bound lightly together like by a rope. So keep your ankles should be touching each other. Keep the arms long by the thighs and spine vertical, crown lifted. Breathe evenly and with transformative energy, heightened awareness, and awakened potential. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaji Kumaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
सर्पासना. अथ सर्पासनं वक्ष्ये वायुपानाय केवलं शरीरं दण्डवत्तिष्ठे द्रव्यबन्धस्तु पादयो वायवी कुण्डली देवी कुण्डलाकरमङ्गुले. Next asana is Ustrasana, seated camel pose. So now stand with your feet grounded and fold forward. Straighten your legs and walk gently from the front to the back of your mat. Visualize yourself as a camel drawing on inner reserves to endure long challenges without faltering. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahaji Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paripaditale Samsthapya Ashvavat Shariram Chalaniyam Ashvasanam Bhavati Gajavat Gajasidham Ushtravat Ushtradasanam Bhavati.
The next asana is Ashvasana, or the horse pose. So here you stand upright. You continue to fold forward, pressing the palms flat. Place the feet partly onto the hands above the little fingers, balancing carefully, and lift the hips and take small walking steps, imitating a horse. Contemplate resilience, adaptability, and enduring energy. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahaja Kumaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivam.
Ashvasana Uttanam Jainam Kritta Angulibhi Pada Sabhyadakshanam Brahmayitva.
The next asana is Kapur Tanikasana, or the pigeon pose.
This is your hands firmly behind your back, reaching towards your shins. Pull your shoulders down with your arms lengthened and straight. Visualize yourself as a soaring bird, moving with precision, agility, and effortless force. Hold the Parishamudra Sahaja Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivam. Kapota Nitakasana. पादतले भूमौ निधाय पृष्ठभागेन हस्तौ जङ्ग पर्यन्तं नीत्वा कपोतनितकं भवति. The next is the Karana. This is the Tala Pushpaputam Karana. So come to the Aramandi position and bring both your hands together in a cup position. Now alternating on either side, bend your torso. Repeat this in the Tala Pushpaputam Karana.
The next asana is Khadgasana, or the sword pose. So here you will be standing and press your palms at your chest, spine tall, and chest lifted.
So this is actually a dynamic position. You start from lying face down. So come to a lying down position, lying down on your belly, face down. Now chest with your spine tall and chest lifted. Visualize yourself as a rhinoceros, embodying immense strength, resilience, and unwavering focus. Hold the Namaskara Mudra Sahaja Kumbhaka. Mulam Bhumim Avastabhya Uttishte Khadgasanam Bhavati.
The next asana is
Uttan. The rising up. So now stand tall with your feet together and bend your knees, lowering your hips to a squat, and then rise upright again. Repeat the sitting and standing rhythm. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahaji Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivam. Uttanam. Punah Uttatavyam Achitavyam Iti Uttanam Bhavati.
the next asana. So here you'll be standing on your feet and then draw one foot against the abdomen, gently balancing firmly on the opposite foot. Keep the spine upright and chest open. Core engage and gaze forward. Visualize yourself as a tall tree. Feel your body balance with calm strength, each limb aligned with grace. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahaja Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivam.
Uchishrakasana. The next asana is Tandavasana, the cosmic dance pose. Now stand balanced on one leg, grounded firmly, and twist your hips bent and raise the hand of the standing foot with the palm facing outward. Cross the other hand in front of the chest and tilt the hand down, bending at the wrist, keeping the palm facing downward. Step and gesture radiating power and rhythm. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra Sahaja Kumbhaka Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivam. Tandavasana. पादे स्थित्वा अन्यपादौ अधप्रेरितः Tandava asana marga nityam shivasthitara sthitaha.
The next asana is Parashva Janu Karana.
So we are going to be entering into a karana now. Come to the Aramandi position and lift one knee towards your chest.
Aramandi.
So you'll be coming to the Aramandi position.
Aramandi position.
And lifting one knee towards the chest with the respective hand and placing the other knee on the hip of the bent leg. Hold this position in the Parshvajani Karana. The next is Tandavasana repeated on.
The next asana is Brahmanasana or the Brahmin pose. So here you'll be standing with your feet on the floor. Now take one leg and lift it to the inner thigh of the leg of the standing leg. Visualize yourself as Brahman, infinite and unbounded and pure awareness. Contemplate omnipresence, clarity Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivokam.
Brahmanasana. Brahmanasana yatritva brahmano bhavet ekapadamaro dadva tishte dandakrit. The next asana is Brahmanasana repeated on the other side. Brahmanasana yatritva brahmano bhavet ekapadamaro dadva tishte dandakrit. Now stand on your right leg and lift the opposite foot to rest above the shin near your thigh. Place your hands near your knees and opposite arms extended gently. Visualize Lord Vishnu within your heart, radiant and serene as each step unfolds. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra and your foot will be placed on your opposite side. Ekapadasana. Dakshadim Vamapadas Ekapadasanam Bhavet. The next is Ekapadasana repeated on the other side. Dakshadim Vamapadasya Jangopari Nidhanya Cha Yapanam Janupashayos Vetkumitramrina.
The next asana is Gohi Asana or the cow pose. So here you'll be seated. You'll start on your knees and place your forearms on the ground with your finger ground with your head on your hands. Slowly walk as a serene cow, embodying calmness, patience, and steadfast openness. Contemplate gently, gentle strength, endurance, and joyful humility. Chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivokam.
Gohi Asana. दो हाथ की कहनी जोई पुनिह कलाये जाने दोई पिष्टि अंकुरिया की पुन जानो एक सबले भू ऊपर दानो. Your knees will be bent towards your chest. Yes. The next asana is Sirasasana. So from Gohi Asana, extend your legs up. Visualize your body inverted. Nithyananda Parameshivoham. विपरीतं मण्डलं च दुदैहवदितं हिनः दण्डासनं द्विधा प्रोक्तं विपरीतोपवेशने सर्वाङ्गशेषभागास्तु षष्ठस्ति प्रदितास्तु ते. You slowly relax now.
On the floor. And now hold your calves below the knees with both hands, lifting your legs upwards, guiding your shins towards vertical, while bringing your forehead gently towards your knees. Keep your spine long and chest expanding, and visualize vibrant energy exploding from within. Contemplate joyful power, limitless creativity, and the dynamic flow of prana, energizing every cell. Try to keep your knees straight.
So in the Bastrika Kumbhaka, you'll be forcefully and rapidly inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Hodhyasana. दो हाथ पग बाहर आने गोदादरी कांक सीताने अंगुष्ठ पिंडली लगता धरे चरणों भे आकाश दिशी करे. Now do not release your legs. From here we'll be entering into Parigasana. So bring your hands behind your neck, behind your head. Hasta abhyam kandara bhadva kumbhakam kritva tishtet Parigasanam bhavati. And from here, without releasing, bring your hands down to the kritva pado militva prasagya dambam bhumos prishta hasta abhyam kandara bhadva kumbhakam kritva tishtet.
So here you'll be sitting with your feet lifted and your knees drawn comfortably towards your chest. Now slide your hands under each heel and hold firmly to draw your feet closer towards your body. Keep your spine upright, chest open, and shoulders reduced. Shoulders relax as you hold the pose. Visualize yourself embodying Lord Rudra, fierce yet compassionate, a roaring storm of transformative power. Contemplate resilience, destructive renewal, and the sacred balance of creation. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Bhastika Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramasivoham as you keep your gaze onto the nose.
Rudrasana. Pagatari sampuri kari hatasya pagaujayi pagakangutya doute uparili kani talave lagave pache do ghat bagamahe kari niche kari chede ani pagaki agalya parakakasi drishti nasa agra. Next asana is Ulmuka Pitasana. Tips reaching near your heels and press firmly onto both of your feet and palms as you gently lift your hips up high. Visualize your body lifted, hips driven upward like a rising flame, belly open to the sky. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Murcha Kumbhaka. Here you inhale deeply through the nose and then lock the chin into the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Unmukha Pitasana Dve. ऊर्ध्वे च जामिनी कृत्वा शयित्वोर्ध्वमुखं तथा उत्थाप्य हस्तौ तिष्ठेतु पीठम् उन्मुखनामके. And from here we will be entering into the final asana for today, Shavasana. Slowly with your arms relaxed beside you and your palms facing upward. Allow your legs to naturally extend with your feet falling outwards for ease. Release all effort in your muscles and let your breath flow smoothly as your body rests. Visualize dissolving. Hold the Shakti Chalana Mudra. Focus on the Muladhara as you contract the perineum to rouse the dormant Kundalini. Forcefully draw the Apana Vayu, the downward breath, upward with intent. Hold the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Haram Chittavir Shanti Garakam. Take a moment to relax. Now slowly start wiggling your fingers, your toes. Bring awareness back to each part of your body. And slowly bring your knees to your chest, rock side to side, and come back up to a seated position. With this, we have officially completed 100 asanas of the Pratama Vinyasa Krama. Hope all of you enjoyed, and be sure to join us in tomorrow's yoga as well as we enter into the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama. If you want a more personalized experience and one-on-one guidance, then come and attend the Paramashiva Sena program. This is a 30-day program happening in West Africa, Guinea-Bissau, and in South India, Tiruvannamalai and Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru. This is completely free of cost. Chant the Purna Mantra, offering our gratitude at the Divine Lotus Feet of Swami. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत्श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्. Thank you everyone. Nityanandam.